Her first name is Anna-Heyward. She's from Charleston. It's just how they name their children.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
I'm just getting some of these measured out so we can...
Is this the new fabric?
Yeah, we're gonna back it with this velvet.
These are like, it's like real
Here, you
pillows.
cut these.
Yeah, I'm gonna make some food.
Okay.
She is a trauma nurse. She worked in the, on the trauma floor of the ER for years, but her and her husband, Graham, is a good friend of both of ours. Shep got to meet him last summer visiting and then visiting multiple times. Yeah, they moved to the Bahamas. You cannot work in the Bahamas unless you're Bahamian or you will be deported instantly, like in real life, like very quickly. So she's not allowed to be a nurse in the Bahamas, and she was getting me back on track to like returning emails and phone calls and texts. So I was like, well, why don't we just make this a thing? Because I felt bad she was doing it for free. So I started to pay her.
Yeah, we really need to get that in the mail pronto.
I kind of like dropped the ball on it.
I know. I mean, it's just, you gotta sit down and actually do it.
My sleep pattern's very up.
Yeah. I just think getting up in the morning and like having a good solid day and not being hungover will be so much better for you.
Yeah. And she did it great. And it's gotten to a point now where she's successfully gotten me to the point where I can manage my own life to an extent. And that was the goal. So, you know, I don't think I need her anymore, but that means that she did her job. So it was great.
She was great. Like for a while, I just communicated about Craig with her.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I think Craig can attest, when you're behind, it builds up and builds up, and she definitely got him back to zero. Which
Yeah,
is nice.
she dug me out of the hole. She was with me, she didn't let me quit digging out of this hole, and it was great.
Southern men are fine as a whole. It's just these three idiots that don't want to grow up. Am I wrong?
Charleston is no different than like a New York City. If I lived in New York, I'd be doing the same behavior.
You are an insane person.
No, I disagree because people move to New York to
be
work.
like, you know,
like people,
career-driven.
Yeah, people in New York are very, I mean, nobody moves to New York just to like
No.
go to the beach and hang out.
No, right.
It's hard to move here and it's hard to move out of here. So they feel like this is their platform and no one else is gonna like come and like infringe on their like territory.
Yeah,
you know?
like if they moved to New York or LA or something, they'd be like nobody.
Right.
But you gotta keep blowing until it says stop.
Southern moms are like obsessed with their sons and they baby them and then they want their girlfriends and wives to baby them and I'm like, like that's really the problem.
My husband is born and raised in South Carolina, and I mean, he's very mature.
I predict in 2 years you'll be married.
35? That's too young.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Let's remember this moment.
Okay.
And me saying this. 2 years from now,
Okay.
you will be married.
Like you're like the guy whisperer or something?
Pretty much.
That's what's going on?
I've been sent from the heavens to help all you turds.
People are drawn to Charleston that want to be here because of the lifestyle. There's not a lot of businesses here. So really, unless you're in food and bev or an attorney or a physician, like what is your job gonna, like there's not a lot of jobs.
A lot of it too is old money.
Yeah, and
So
old money.
People don't work.
Yeah.
I know some men that are men. They don't act like that. You know, like
They don't even settle down in like nursing homes here. I've heard some stories, boy.
I
It's
think-
wild, it's ratchet.
I think these guys feed
I
off of
swear,
each other.
that should be its own show.
Charleston is a very small town. So it's like if you go out, your buddy or buddies are probably a couple blocks away from you, and then you all just kind of meet up, and sometimes it's the same crew, and it's very easy to get caught up in it.
You know, 1.5-year-olds are not very great conversationalists, so it can be a little bit isolating.
Could you please eat for mommy? Look.
It is different. It is, I'm getting more used to it now.
I mean, I came and hung out with her the other day, and it was pretty. We had a beer on the dock and talked life, played with the baby, and called it a day. And I needed a nap.
Yeah.
There's Mama.
Hi, sweet girl. I'm ready for her to like talk to me and to be able to tell me what she wants and have a conversation. Then I think it will get a lot better.
Cameran experienced what we all experienced. It doesn't make any difference if it's the mother or the father. It's very difficult to do it correctly and to give a child the attention they deserve. It's not easy. And I had one child, Cameran and I always say one and done. I don't know how people who have 5 children do it. I really don't. They have my utmost respect.
Anybody that says you should have a child to bring yourself closer to your husband is crazy, because having a child, no matter what you say, it adds stress to a relationship. It just does, because before you have a baby, you're only used to worrying about yourself and you have more time for each other. And when you have a child, it's all about the baby, and your partner, sadly, sometimes comes second. Actually, a lot of the times comes second. It's harder than I thought it was going to be, for sure.
Hey y'all, it's Austen. Subscribe here if you like the video and click here for more content.